Countries' names. It's such an interesting topic, why they chose that name, and the origin and the meaning of it. Countries are almost always named after one of four things: a directional description of the country, a feature of the land, a tribe name, or a person name. But sometimes, countries change the name they are known for a reason or another, and we will explain why is that today. So first, we have the Republic of Macedonia to the Republic of North Macedonia. So after they gained independence from Yugoslavia, they found themselves in a dispute with Greece, who didn't like that name for historical reasons, since Greece also had a part of their country named Macedonia. So in February 2019, Macedonia changed their name to North Macedonia. Let's stay in Europe with the Czech Republic, who changed their name to Czechia, for the simple reason that it was easier to say Czechia than to say the Czech Republic. But no one really used the name Czechia except for them. And now, let's go to Asia, who have a lot of countries that changed their names. And let's start with Iran, with their older and more popular name, Persia. So in 1935, the Iranian government requested other countries to start calling them Iran, since Persia as a name didn't really suit the country anymore. Next, we have the Kingdom of Siam, who changed their name to Thailand. So in 1939, the Thai military government changed the name of the country, because it was more suitable to call the nation by a name that represented the country's majority. Next, we have Turkey, who just changed their name recently to Turkiye, because that's how the word is pronounced in the Turkish language. And they also didn't want to share their country's name with a bird. Our final country in Asia is Burma, who changed their name to Myanmar. And like Turkey, they did it because it suited the country's identity. And like Czechia, no one really used that name except them. And now, let's go to Africa, and let's start with Côte d'Ivoire. So in October 1985, the government requested that the country be known as Côte d'Ivoire in every language, without every country pronouncing it in their own language. Next, we have the Democratic Republic of Congo. So in August 1964, the country was renamed by their former dictator to Zaire, to give the country what he thought was a more authentic African name. However, the name was back after the end of his reign. Next we have Swaziland, who changed their name in April 2018 to the Kingdom of Eswatini. And again, the new name was used to better represent the country, since Eswatini is a translation of Swaziland in its local language. In addition to those countries, we have other countries that changed their names after independence, like Zimbabwe, with its previous name Rhodesia, since it was a colonial name and represented the time when the white minority used to rule the country. Other countries that did the same are Bechuanaland becoming Botswana and Nyasaland becoming Malawi. And now, let's talk about cities that changed their names. First, cities get their name changed a lot more than countries, since it depends more on the ruler of the country and his language, ideology or religion. The most famous example is Constantinople becoming Istanbul, to suit the name Turks use in their daily life and to help Turkey transition from its old Ottoman period to the more modern and secular Turkey. Next we have New York, with its old name New Amsterdam, since it was colonized by the Netherlands before England. And now let's go to Canada, who have two major cities that changed their names. First, we have Ottawa, formerly known as Bytown, and Toronto, formerly known as York. Another recent example can be found in the Soviet Union, who changed some of its big cities' names, like St. Petersburg becoming Leningrad and Volgograd becoming Stalingrad. However, they were changed back to their old names after the fall of the Soviet Union. Another famous example in Russia is Königsberg, who was a German city, but after World War II and the city becoming more Russian, it was renamed to Kaliningrad. So this is all for today. I can talk about this topic for hours, but I prefer keeping my videos short. So I hope you enjoyed this video, I'm wonder of you, and I'll see you again in the next video.